Hey, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out on the highways and byways week in and week out. We prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America, man. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. We out for the elect and elect only of the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin of the so-called West Indian Jamaicans, Levi the so-called Haitians, Reuben of the Seminole Indians, Gad of the North American Indians, Issachar the so-called Mexicans, Zebulon of Guatemala and Panama, Manasseh the so-called Cubans, Simeon of the Dominicans, Ephraim of the Puerto Ricans, Asher is Colombia to Uruguay, and Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel who our big brother is coming back to redeem us, man. He's going to crack these clouds. He's going to come back to get us out of this situation that we've been in slavery, man. Because the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans are still in slavery. We are not free, you know, as most people think. Because we are under this Roman pagan American system. We have a Social Security card and a birth certificate. So that lets you know that those are warehouse receipts, meaning what? You are owned by somebody. Right. So we still in captivity. Right. Our homeland was Israel. You know? Go ahead, bro. What's up, bro?
When we speak our tongue, it might not be like they might want to see it being spoken. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know our ancient tongue is Hebrew. Right. Ancient Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew. I'm gonna read the scripture to you. I'm gonna show you something right quick. I know you probably on your grind.
Well, I'm just gonna carry these tapes back down here to the lab here.
All right.
And I just which I need to be checking out books.
Let me read this for you right quick. This book right here is Ecclesiastes. These are the 14 books. The Apocrypha, they took them books out the Bible, like in 1826. If you get a Bible before 1826, which is likely to be a 1611, them 14 books are in the middle. They took them out because there's a lot of good information in this book that they didn't want us to know, so they took it out, which Apocrypha means hidden away. That's what that word means. But the Lord knew He was going to have people out here preaching like I'm doing such all over the world before the end comes, so we got this book.
Right. But that feels correct. That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Check this out. This is the prologue. It says, "Wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue, which we speak English now, have not the same force in them." Right. So you ain't speaking an ancient Hebrew tongue. These words don't have the same force. Because we know when you speak English, it's like you'll have one word that means like 4 different things, or you'll have one meaning that has like 3-4 different words. Right. So that's why the English language is basically really like the hardest language to learn, because it's got so many different slangs. Right. You know. Right. You come down here to Arkansas, they talk different than people up north. Then you go to Georgia, it's a different slang, man. And
it's a different slang.
Yeah, people make up words that only the hood understand. Mm-hmm. So it's like they got away from the Hebrew. So when you want to learn the real meaning of a word, you go to the ancient Paleo Hebrew and you get the meaning. That's why we read the scriptures. You have people try to say, well, the New Testament is in English.
I would always be in the last revelation in the Bible. I would always be in the last revelation, because that's what the world is ending up coming to.
Yeah, they getting ready. You see that sign right there? America's destiny is at hand. Russia, you got Korea, North Korea. You know, they having all these big talks. America has been a proud nation. They've been on top. Yeah. They've always went into other folks' land, took their resources, but now them countries got weapons too, so they don't give a damn about it. You know, they ready. So the Lord is putting the spirit on these people to get ready to go into war. And it's in the scriptures. I'll show it to you.
I was gonna be. It's gonna happen. I know it is.
Right here.
Hey, man. See how I am.
This Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, right? Those mighty men they're talking about right there.
Hey, come here.
Those mighty men who they're talking about are the captains and the generals of these armies and navies. They're actually getting ready to start strategic war plans to go to war, right? So the Lord is putting the spirit on them to come to do that.
Yes, sir.
You know, they're getting ready to meet in the Middle East in the valley of what they call Jehoshaphat, man. And they gonna get ready to go to World War III.
I know. What you say, boss?
They got Jesus Christ right there.
You believe in white Jesus Christ?
Oh, no, my brother. I believe in the Torah.
That's the what? Torah? First five books?
Yeah.
The first 5 books? Yeah. Okay, did you know that Moses prophesied that the Lord was going to come? Now, when you read in the scriptures of the Bible going to give you that description.
I like that.
That's the description that's going to give you. He don't look like he about no bullshit. He look like he about his business. And the Lord about his business.
Yes, he is.
Don't do what he tell you to do. When you see Jacob in jail or getting shot on the street, that's because they neglected to do what they were supposed to do. The last time they was here. If you can feel that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my man out this car. I feel you.
All right, good.
I appreciate you.
Hey, y'all, Israelites, this Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare for war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near and let them come up. So we getting ready. We're out here proclaiming. We on the streets uttering this out to our people, man. As the scriptures say in Isaiah 58 chapter, when you read the first verse, it tells you, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like the trumpet and show my people their transgressions, man. And that's what we out here doing. We letting our people know, hey, you are Israelites. It's a certain tribe you come from, right? And then we test the spirit by the spirit.
But
because everybody you see that's dark skinned like myself, they're not Israelites. Because of the change of faces. So when people come up, according to 1 John 4 and 1, we're going to try their spirit, you know?
Keep on. I'm heading out. I'm heading.
All right, man. You be safe out there.
But I will be back.
Know you're Israelite.
I already know. I ain't finna keep on.
It says,
I know that.
proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Like I said before, these people in these armies, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, all them generals, man, they're preparing for war. They're making their war plans, man.
Right.
They have they're checking off to see, making sure all the equipment is properly functioning to go to war with. They're testing their tanks, fixing the tracks on the tanks. They're taking the F-24s, man, and fine-tuning them, seeing if they work, test runs, man. They in the arms room checking weapons. They checking gas, man. They checking flat vests, man. Bulletproof vests. They checking everything, checking grenades, making sure the pins in them. They are preparing for a war, man, which they're not going to come back from, because the Third World War is going to be the last war, because of the nuclear capability. The nuke's going to destroy this place when they shoot. Everything you see in America is getting ready to be wiped out, man. Right. If you're not right with the Lord in that day,
not just America.
It's not gonna. He's not gonna beam you up. It's gonna be certain other parts get hit, but America gonna be totally wiped out because everybody gonna be shooting at them. They ain't gonna know who to shoot at because everybody gonna be shooting at them. You gonna have every country on the planet who they allies gonna turn on them. 200 million missiles coming this way. They don't have 200 million. Right now, when you look at the missile count, America has about 6,800 nukes.
Right.
But when you combine everybody's nukes, it's overpowered, man. Everybody gonna be shooting on this place, even though they're gonna be shooting back in certain places. But America's gonna be totally wiped out. Because this is the land of Israel's captivity. This is the land the Lord gonna come back and pick up the remnant and the elect from, man. He gonna save his chosen people from here in different parts of the world. But this is where the majority of those tribes of Israel, you know, this time we are in America. You know? Let me read this Zechariah, the book of Zechariah.
Hey, look. I'm gonna run in here. I'll be back.
All right, bro.
I'll be back. I promise you, God.
It's Zechariah 13:8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, and all that land, that's America, man. That's that land it's talking about. It says, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. When they say 2 parts, that's 2/3 are going to be cut off and die in this land of the Lord's people, which is these people on the sign, the Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans, the nation of Israel. He going to kill 66.6% of them because they have not came back to the Lord, right? They have not followed the law, statutes, and commandments, man. They don't have faith, man, at all, man. So therefore, when the Lord come back, he gonna take out 2/3 with disease and pestilence. You see right now, the H3N2, that shit did kill like 140 some people right here in this state alone. They sending out the devil sending out disease in the street. Then when the famine hit, the martial law come. When they set up the flu. When they set up the flu. When they set up these martial law troops around these cities, they gonna besiege the cities, man, and people gonna die of hunger. They gonna die of these martial law troops vindicating them on the spot, killing them. They gonna die by being put in concentration camps, right? And then they ultimately gonna die by the thermonuclear destruction when that comes, man. So the Lord gonna take out 2/3 of his own people. And guess what he says right here? He says, but 1/3 shall be left therein. So 1/3 is 33% gonna make it out of the nation. So a lot of people, when all hell breaks loose, a lot of people gonna start believing in the scripture. They gonna have faith, man. At the end, they gonna have faith, and they gonna make it through that faith, man. Just like the malefactor on the thief on the cross that was next to Yahushua. He been a thief all his life, but in the end, he had faith and he believed, and the Lord said, "I'm basically gonna see you in heaven, man." And the one on the other side didn't have no faith, and he died. You know, so having that faith, man. It says, hold on, bro. Verse 9, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. And how do you refine silver? You got to burn it with fire, because it's got to lift up the impurities out of it, right? That can be knocked off the top. So in our people, you have impure people in the nation of Israel that have to be vindicated and punished and killed off before the elect could be taken away, man. You have, let's see, it says, and I will try them as gold is tried. You have to burn gold too also. That's how you try it. And another way we're being tried, we come out here week in and week out. We come out here in the front, as Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter says, we come out here boldly in the face of those who afflicted us. We come out here, stand in front of these, the white man's system on the street, and we preach it to their face, telling them that they're getting ready to go down. Their whole infrastructure's finna fall, and the Lord is getting ready to put them in slavery like we were, pursuing the Revelation 13 chapter. So we come out here in their face, man, and look, they can't do nothing about it. You know?
Yeah, I'm coming out here, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, dang, man.
It says, and they shall call on my name. They're going to call on the Lord's name. That's real important. Because the Lord has a name, right?
Yeah.
He has a name, man. That word God and Lord are titles. He has a name. He said they're going to call on my name. Everybody don't know that name. So how you going to
we don't say Lord. We don't say Lord. We say Jesus.
Cause see that word Jesus, you gotta remember the letter J. It only come in existence in about the mid 1600s, 1700s.
Right.
That letter is only like 200 years old. So the Lord was here 2,000 years ago. So what would they be calling him then? They didn't call him Jesus, because that letter just came about 200 years ago. See?
That's how.
So when you was taught that was his name, believe me, it was for a political motive to keep you blinded, bro. Believe me, when these so-called white people, when they know you know the truth, they can't touch you. They know exactly if you don't know the truth, man. They can look at you and tell. They just 2 or 3 words, they already know. He's still in captivity. You know, mental captivity. You're supposed to come out that reading these scriptures. This how you come out that mental captivity, man. You know, they know they physically got us still in captivity. I'm standing on the concrete like you.
Yeah.
I gotta pay bills just like you. But that mental part of it, that being spiritual next to the Heavenly Father, being a spiritual man, they can't do nothing with. All they can do with brothers like me and other brothers around who preaching the same thing I am is to kill us. And that's letting you off. You can't do nothing. They don't want you here, they kill you off. And believe me, shit, that would be a blessing within itself. But now you ain't down here in the captivity no more. You with the Lord.
Right.
You know?
Then you going to another place.
It says, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. Right? So, this thing is happening, man. That's why I was reading Joel. It says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all men draw near, let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares. It says, beat your plowshares.
And one thing about it,
Hold on, don't interrupt the word. It says, beat your plowshares into pruning hooks. Into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So right there, let's talk about, you have these countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, those countries like that. Back in the World War I and World War II days, those countries were agricultural countries. They made all their money by planting different things and planting crops, right? Now those same countries have put all their money towards weaponry, man.
5, I think.
They put all their money towards weaponry. So these countries, they are ready to go to war. If you talk war at them, they're not going to be scared to talk war back, man, because they have those nuclear capabilities also.
Wow.
You know, before, if you don't have nuclear capabilities, a lot of time America has went into different countries and took their natural resources. But lately, all these countries like Iran, Pakistan, India, they all have scientists that are creating nukes. So ain't nobody scared of America no more. It's like, well, you talk shit to them, bring it on. They'll shoot a nuke just as well as you'll shoot a nuke.
Right.
So, that's the time we're coming in.
Let me carry these right here back.
Hey, man, go ahead.
To the library, man. I'll be back up here.
Let me get Jeremiah 46. Jeremiah 46 and 3, it says, order ye the buckler and shield and draw near to battle, right? It says, order ye. Now I'm going to look that word order up. Jeremiah 46, 3. It says, order ye the buckler and shield and draw near to battle. That word order, Iraq. It says to arrange, to set or put or lay in order, to set array, to prepare, to ordain, right? Strong's definition, to arrange, order, to put, to compare, to array, right? To estimate, expert in battle, to furnish, join, battle, ordain, to reckon. So, what it says, verse 3, order ye the buckler and the shields and draw near to battle. Harness the horses and get up, ye horsemen, and set forth your helmets. Furbish your spears and put on your brigadiers. It says, wherefore I have seen them dismayed and turned away back, and their mighty ones are beaten down and are flee apace and look not back, for fear was round about, said the Lord. So when it says order meaning what? Arrange. That's why I was saying they're going into these arms rooms. They're making sure all their equipment is working, man. They're arranging these, start teaching war plans. They're setting up garrisons, man. They're arranging rations and whatnot. How many rations they're gonna need? This is what you do when you prepare to go to war. You know, you go to these military bases and you have these classes on what the wives are gonna do while the husbands are gone. The role that they play while he's gone. You know, you get ready to go to war, you have to go and make out wills. Just in case you don't come back, you have to have a living will testimony. You know? But this war here is gonna be the war to end all wars, man. You know? Let me go back. Let me see, Joel 3:10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, man. So, like I said, these countries, these countries who have been agricultural countries, now they have that nuclear capability, man. And they're ready to flex on you, America, if you flex on them. But you gotta remember, when you go back in time, the countries who have ruled, the weaker, basically like the weaker country came after them, took them down, man. The Lord gave the strength to that weaker country to take down that country who was mighty at the time to show his power, man. You know? Just like Nebuchadnezzar, man. When you look at the statue of Nebuchadnezzar, the head was gold, man. It was splendor. When you went and fought the Babylonians, you had they were so great, the walls were so tall, man. You knew it was gonna be hard to defeat the Babylonians, man. You know? Yeah, you knew it was gonna be hard to defeat them.